Thanks for joining us for What's Up Caribbean Newscast for February 25th, 2015. In the headlines, Barbados tourism grew for the first time in 2 years by 2.2%. Ganja law passed in Jamaica and Parliament dissolved in Guyana, paving the way for general elections. In sports, the West Indies Cricket Board congratulates Chris Gayle. The details of these and other regional developments after the break.
Turbo charge, dirty life. Turbo charge, boom. The fed start, the place mad. One flash of rum, me head gone. Fall in the fed like raindrops. So when I lead, you follow me. Lord, as I reach the fed, I jump it up. Any girl I hold, I walk it on. Don't come and tell me the party done, cause I come in here to play bass. Cause right now me, turbo, boom, charge. Right now me, turbo, charge. Right now me, turbo.
In the news, Barbados tourism sector has begun to show signs of growth. In 2014, long-stay visitor arrivals increased for the first time in 2 years by 2.2% to 519,638 visitors compared to the previous year. Chairman of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., the BTMI, Alvin Jamot, explained that while there was still some way to go to restore all of the market share lost during the past few years, it was encouraging news for the destination. BTMI CEO William Griffith, in speaking about the growth in arrivals, paid much attention to the cruise industry sector.
Barbados welcomed 395 cruise ships in 2014 compared to 374 in 2013, or 6% more than the previous year. There were 8 inaugural calls representing 38,083 passengers in 2014, among them the third largest passenger ship in the world, the Royal Caribbean Quantum of the Seas, with a capacity of just about 5,000. While cruise passenger arrivals dipped by 2%, or 12,365 to 557,898 arrivals, we're happy to report there were approximately 8,462 cruise stay visitors. This represents an increase of 1,164 arrivals over 2013.
That was BTMI CEO William Griffith. The debate on the Dangerous Drugs Amendment Bill, often referred to as the Ganja Law, was piloted in the House by Minister of National Security Peter Bunting, and the act has been passed in that country, which is Jamaica. The government is hoping to see significant economic gains from the decriminalization of ganja, particularly in the area of medicinal use, which is a US $2.5 billion market in the United States. The changes to the Dangerous Drugs Amendment Act will make possession of 2 ounces or less of marijuana a non-arrestable, ticketable offense that attracts no criminal record. Where the person found in possession of a small quantity of marijuana is a minor or an adult who appears to be dependent on the substance, they are to be referred to the National Council on Drug Abuse by the police officer issuing that ticket. Guyana's President Donald Ramata has finally announced the dissolution of Parliament, paving the way for general and regional elections on May 11, 2015. Ramata's failure to dissolve Parliament and announce the date at the same time had drawn criticism from former Caribbean Court of Justice Judge Professor Duke Pollard and the Guyana Bar Association, the GBA. But Attorney General Anil Nanhal said that the President has a right to dissolve Parliament within a certain time frame to take into account nomination day, which has to be at least 32 days before polling day. The President, in making his announcement, said he did not dissolve the Parliament at the same time because if he had done so, the claims and objections period, which also allows for transfers, would have been truncated. Police in the Dominican Republic on Tuesday launched the first stage of the Crime Control Center to monitor crimes in real time in Greater Santo Domingo, with plans to install similar facilities across the country. The center will operate continuously to directly link law enforcement precincts and medical facilities and let officers immediately analyze crimes. The technology can transmit high-resolution videos, audio, and data, which Police Chief Manuel Castro says will make it easier to curb crime and disorderly conduct. The facility features a world's computerized video system with 5 55-inch screens monitored by 5 operators. That's to allow for broader strategies against crime, and it works jointly with a 911 emergency system. That's how we bring on the curtains of news. Up next, to look at sports. In sports, the West Indies Cricket Board has extended sincere congratulations to Chris Gayle following his amazing double 100 that propelled West Indies to their second victory in the ICC Cricket World Cup 2015 when they beat Zimbabwe by 73 runs under the Duckworth-Lewis method. Gayle was in record-breaking mood, smashing an incredible 215 off just 147 balls with 14 fours and 16 sixes before he was out off the last ball of the West Indies innings of 372 for 2 from their allocation of 50 overs in the Pool B match at Manuka Oval in Australia, capital of Canberra. He became the first player to score a triple 100 in Test, a double century in one-day internationals, and a century in 2020 internationals. On that good note, we wrap up sports. Up next, a recap of the headlines.
Turbo charge. Dirty life. Turbo charge. Boom. The Fed start. The place mad. One flash of rum. My head gone. Fall in the Fed like raindrops. So when I lead, you follow me. Lord. As I reach the Fed, I jump it up. Any girl I hold, I walk it on. Don't come and tell me the party done, cause I come in here to play bass. Cause right now me, turbo, boom, charge. Right now me, turbo, charge. Right now me, turbo.
Taking a quick recap of the headlines. Barbados tourism grew for the first time in 2 years by 2.2%. Marijuana law passed in Jamaica, and Parliament dissolved in Guyana, paving the way for general elections. In sports, the West Indies Cricket Board congratulates Chris Gayle. Remember, for the latest in news, sports and other regional developments, log on to whatsupcaribbean.com, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. This was a Carib production. Thanks for joining us.